Hey guys, Scary Stories here. I hope you're doing well. Tonight I have 3 stories for you. I warn you, they're a little silly, in my opinion. I'm sure if they really happened to these people, then probably pretty terrifying, but honestly, they're a little bit on the sillier side. But yeah, if you like what you hear, maybe consider giving the video a like and leaving a comment. But other than that, I'll let you listen to them for yourself. I hope you enjoy. So this one's called Dead Person Sitting in My Car. I'm actually not gonna lie, this one sounded a lot more scary when I read the title, but yeah, I'll read it and let you figure out what you think. I was coming out of my boyfriend's house one morning, getting ready to go to work. I stepped out onto the back porch and saw someone sitting in my car. I was shocked, as the car was locked. I watched for a few more seconds and saw what appeared to be a dead person who was very badly burned or had something wrong with their skin. I could see that the skin was red and rather molted. They didn't appear to be demonic, they had regular human eyes. When it saw me watching it, it looked towards me with disinterest, and then just stared straight forward. I sensed it was a male, and it seemed sad, like it had given up on anything. I slowly walked up to my car, watching it, but it didn't move again or look at me. I unlocked the car and opened the door, but there was nothing there. No person, nothing. And I still don't know what the hell happened, or what that was. I've felt and heard entities before, but it is very rare for me to actually see them. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say I've ever seen anybody molted in my car before, but I'm also not saying that this person didn't see that. Maybe they were just having a really early morning or something like that. Didn't have their coffee yet. Also, sorry if you can hear my laptop, it's currently freaking out. Try and denoise that in post. Funny enough, my laptop started crashing every time I'd try and render a 10-minute video, and I couldn't figure out why. So I got one of those giant freezer packs that you put in a cooler when you go to the beach or whatever, and put my laptop on that while it renders, and I haven't had any problems since. I'm assuming it was overheating, but I don't know. As I've said on Twitter a few times, I currently edit, record, and all that stuff on a potato laptop. I'm needing to upgrade. Anyways, yeah, so if you can hear my laptop kind of blurring in the background, I apologize. But yeah, so this next one's called 3 Claps. I don't even know how it goes, I just like the title. Reminds me of The Conjuring, or whatever that movie was where she keeps lighting the match and those hands keep coming out of nowhere and slapping, you know? Might be Insidious. I get Conjuring and Insidious mixed up all the time. Anyways, this one's called 3 Claps. So this happened to me when I was about 11 or 12. My brother and I were home alone, and while he was on the first floor watching TV, I was on the 3rd floor in my room. My house is a 2-family home, so my grandparents live next door to us, and the 3rd floor in our house has 2 small rooms on it. Both rooms were considered mine, but one of them had my bed in it, and the other had my dressers, desks, etc. Anyways, I had a small dollhouse that was set up in my bedroom, and I was playing with it. It was set up against the wall though, so I couldn't see the door behind me while I was playing. Now, my house is very echoey, and you can hear pretty much anything that happens. We also have very little carpet, so that only adds more creaks and echoes throughout the house. The set of stairs leading up to the third floor are the loudest out of all of them, so even when the door to my room is closed, I can clearly hear when someone's coming up. I could also hear that my brother was watching TV on the first floor, and I could clearly hear what the characters were saying as well. That is all to say that I knew that he was downstairs, and I was upstairs. So I've been playing for about an hour when suddenly I heard 3 very loud, very fast, distinct claps right behind my head. It sounded like whoever had just done this couldn't have been more than a foot behind me. I turned my head around so fast, expecting to see somebody, but nobody was there. I stood up and ran down the stairs as fast as I could, screaming. My brother was just as scared. He had no idea who could have done this, as he was downstairs the whole time. To this day, I still don't know who or what clapped, but I don't think I'll ever forget it. We've been receiving notices around my apartment complex that there's been a string of robberies in the area. In conjunction with this, almost every single evening I'm home, I hear the front door creak as if someone's trying to open it. Usually it's locked, so the door just creaks around a little and the lock hits the door frame. The other night, however, I forgot to lock my door. I started to hear the creaking again, only this time I heard the door open. I just assumed it was my fiancé, but after a few seconds, nothing happened. The next thing I know, the door is closed, though not all the way, it's just resting against the door frame. I look, and my cat's just staring at the doorway. I leaped over the couch, it was an adrenaline moment, and slammed the door shut all the way, locking it. The thing is, I was sitting on the couch playing Xbox, and I would have been plainly visible the minute somebody looked inside. Either somehow the wind blew my door open, or someone opened it, saw the back of my head, and then shut the door, realizing an easy robbery wasn't going to be likely. Either way, the creakings continued after this. I always look out the peephole, but by the time I get to the door, someone would have easily been out of view. Weird stuff. So, what do you think of those? There's some interesting stories that people have shared over the years on these forums. I thought these were good ones just to have a little fun with. I've heard a few like the clapping one, and people have explained it as that exploding head syndrome, something like that. Though looking at this clinic website, it says it's a sleeping disorder, and people usually hear it when they're about to fall asleep. Although it sounds painful, you feel no pain. You hear a loud noise or explosion in your head. The sound isn't real or heard by others. It happens as you're falling asleep or when waking up during the night. EHS is harmless and not a sign of any other serious health condition. It usually doesn't require treatment. So, I don't know. Some of the other stories that I've read are explained away like that, but can it happen while you're wide awake during the day? I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got for you tonight. Actually I wanted to throw this in at the end of a video, but I've mentioned a few times I want to do some UFO alien stories. If anybody has a good source or knows, a good subreddit or website where people share their UFO encounters, feel free to leave that in the comments below. As far as I understand, I found MooFont and a few other sites like that, but I think you have to do a monthly subscription to read their reports and stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, for reals this time. And that's all I got for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stories, even though they might have been a little silly tonight. I hope you're treating yourself well, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye for now.